Hi everybody! We haven't done a video in a long time, and that's because I didn't care to do one. So we're doing one now. Too busy. Way too busy. We've got a spreadsheet, maybe I'll throw a shot up here, of all the jobs we're doing before we leave Maryland. We are in...
Maryland.
Oh, right, Bowley's Quarters, Maryland.
We've been in Maryland the whole time.
Take two. We are in...
Bowley's Marina.
In Maryland, and we're getting a bunch of stuff done because in November we're going to Bermuda and then the Caribbean. And we've got a lot of jobs going on, and so we're going to show you the jobs we've been working on and all that kind of stuff because apparently people are asking. So there you go. That's what this video is about. Enjoy. Cue the crazy music that doesn't get us in trouble. Woo! Luckily for all of us, Beth is not a project that needs work. She's perfect just as she is. But behind her in this settee area is our water maker. Would you like to see me install and put up a water maker? Of course you would. Let's go. Alright, so here we are breaking all sorts of rules and installing our water maker near some electrical sources, but we're going to move those. Don't worry. But pumps are installed behind the seat. This is installed in any position, they said. And we got our discharge brine going to a through hole through there. We got our water intake coming in, coming down through there past our AC. We are hipping up our AC and our water maker together because they cannot run at the same time. It's not possible. Our AC is run only on shore power, and we would never run a water maker at a marina. So we can run those together off the same screened through hull that they say you're supposed to use as a type of through hull. They both have the same type of through hull. So with a Y diverter, I can switch from one to the other, and the other one can't get messed up with the water or the chemicals or anything like that. So we're pretty safe there. We've got our previous installation of the refrigerator by the previous owner, and so all that electric stuff's got to go into this little box over here away from the water maker. And this outlet is being removed completely because we do not run a refrigerator off of 120 anymore. We only run it off of our 12 because we are going to be living off grid, so we don't need it plugged into 120 ever. In fact, it's running off of 12 right now, and we are plugged into 120. All right, so that's what we're doing. Howdy ho, we're still working. Okay, you see this beautiful wide open space in our V-berth where we have all this room to move around and do things? Yeah, well, there's no such thing as giving without taking. It makes our really beautiful double wide Pullman style berth a little cramped for two people. So one of our projects is fixing this into a livable, sleepable space. Shall we go? Yes, let's. Just increasing the space of our V-berth, like we said. You're going to like the way it looks, I'll guarantee. And so now we have a little more room to lay down on our V-berth.
Why are you talking like that? Because
the camera's recording. We got to finish sewing them up and putting them all together, but yeah, there you go. It's a lot more room. Take a bow. Yeah, we put that beautiful arch up there for a reason. We're putting solar up there and on the sides. So, would you like to see us put solar up there and on the sides? Of course you would. Roll that beautiful solar footage. So we got our first two solar panels up on our arch. And let me back this up with some bad stuff here, but 160 watts each. But we're gonna have this one attached to one that goes down there in parallel. And then we're gonna have that one attached to one down there in parallel. So they're each gonna be 320 watts, two separate 320 watt solar panel arrays. 4 panels total, 2 in each array. And each one providing 320 watts for a 440 watt battery bank. So 640 watts total. So we can add more battery, but more importantly, in parallel, so when one's in shade, hopefully the other one's not. And of course, the other big thing to talk about right now is, oh my God, where's our mast? Yeah, mast is down, rigging's begun. So the rigging guys are coming out on Monday, and we're gonna get this whole thing re-rigged, and we're doing dynema. Let the outrage begin. Well, we are now energy efficient. Now, get that bright light out of your things. Check this out. I'm going to swap the camera around. Ready? Shalaga-laga. Boom! Shalaga-laga. That's a port and a starboard and a switch. And the fuses are in there. Don't worry, everybody who's going to tell me my house is about to burn down. The fuses are there. I even have a breaker at the battery and fuses and breakers and breakers and fuses. We're good. Boom! Shalaga right back at me. So, what do those connect to? Well, how about I just come up here and get my ugly mug out of the way. Get! Boom! Okay, there's 2 solar panels on the top of my arch. But we also have a solar panel here on the side of the arch and a solar panel here on the side of the arch. And watch as I do my crazy Batman camera angle. These 2 are running parallel. And these 2 are running parallel. I have a port side and a starboard side, capable of running both at the same time and capable of running one at a time. They are 320 watts, 12 volts running in parallel. So each one's a 160 watt panel. 160 watt panel. So 320 watts port, that's starboard. 320 watts port, because that's port. And I can run, it's a 464 watt, 464 amp battery thing. So putting them together, I'm running, two different battery panels, and I can combine them if I want, but I'd have to buy another MPPT controller for that. I'd have to buy a bigger one. So, well, we've got our 2 things running. So when the sun's on this side, this one is running and charging better than this one. But they can both provide charging to the batteries when we need them. Right now our batteries are topped off, so port's getting most of the sun. So this is the only one that was actually charging the batteries because the batteries are so full. But anyway, they're up, they're running. My little Bluetooth dongle's working. Oh, it's just so wonderful. I don't actually have a dongle. I just use a smart controller so that it's Bluetooth enabled. What do you know? Hey, look. That's an old man move. Hand in front of the camera. I'm an old man. Our boat came with this fan in the galley. This fan is an absolute lifesaver. It's a 12-volt fan, and we love it. We love it so much that we put one here. We're putting one there. We put one there. Now, no one judge us. And we put one in the bathroom, right by the window. Any reasons why, Dan? I don't know. For some reason, I just think the idea of blowing air out that window is a good idea in the head. Womp womp. No need for a montage for this, but oh, lights in the V-berth. We basically just ran them out and plugged them in. That's all. So Bethy is doing the woodworking and the bright work, and she's working her way back. You see where she stopped. But man, handrails, dorade boxes, and now the eyebrows and the over rails. I call them over rails. I don't know what the heck they're actually called. Somebody with boat experience will yell at me for that. Here you go, the specialized starboard side bingo rails, man. They're the bingo rails. How do you not know that? Or something like that. Well, there's an engine under there, and we tore it apart and rebuilt the head, put it all back together and got it running, and we're still tracking down some electrical gremlins. And would you like to see footage of that? Too bad. I'm not shooting footage where all I do is sit around, scrape my knuckles, and swear a lot. You're just going to have to look at some pictures. Tee-hee. Okay, so we have a little bit of a photo montage for the beginning of the boat project, but we've got our sides here. Let me turn that all the way up, and we're sanding those down, and we're going to put those together, and they're going to turn into a shape of a boat. And so I'm going to be working on that. And of course, then I got some of this stuff down here, which I can't see. These are instructions and directions and crazy things. Anyway, so that's what we're working on. And out here in the workshop greenhouse, I got my bulkheads and the transoms getting glued up with its stiffeners and all the happy fun stuff. And so we'll show some of this process through photographs and time lapse maybe as you go on. This is a big project, so.
Maybe Beth can hold yours and you can come over here. Yeah, I mean, walk down to this hallway.
Yeah.
You want me to do that?
So yeah, just kind of hold this right here. Yeah, I'd like you to come in here. We'll go and put the phone down.
Okay.
Okay. Don't even worry about anything. This boat's trying to kill me, but it shall not kill me. We shall get this boat done. So we got it in a boat-like shape tonight. And then we'll put that bulkhead in properly tomorrow and screw it down and glass it in. And we'll get everything done. Not in one day, but it looks boat-like. Shaped kind of like a, you know, a dinghy. Spendrift 10 nesting dinghy. Did a little extra work this morning, shaping it up. Getting the bulkheads in. And the separating and the transom. And we are in the let's straighten her out and make sure she has no raggedy angles and stuff. And then we have to build a little bit of the, well, we just got to keep straightening her out until she's ready. And we've got the rest of the parts made and fitted dry so we can epoxy. But we're moving right along. I said we're almost done, and then I did something stupid. Let's cut a boat in half.
He's probably done. Beth, he's probably got the blade running in reverse now. Watch this. I got smoke. Just take your time.
All right.
I think you're still going to get some bind just because of it's resisting. I mean,
yeah, I'm kind of on this side of the line over here, so there's a little bit here that's a little.
Do you need a bright light to steer it? Or
Okay.
let me see something.
Not get through all the way. They made too thick in here, maybe for the blade, because it's all built up.
You can build.
All right, so here we are testing out for the first time our nesting dinghy. The bolts we have a solid shank with a thread on the end that connect this together, and they're a tiny bit too long, so they're leaking a tiny bit of water. They're letting some water in here. But other than that, the only thing is with a big engine on it, it's a little back heavy. So, but floats, stable, is pretty easy to get in from this high dock. I had no real worries about any of that. Our brand new engine started up after about the 5th pull, 6th pull, propane. Everything's going great. We're going to take it out for a little spin here, but it's brand new engine, so we're going to let it warm up for about 10 minutes. See you soon.
That is $8.95 in front of us. And that's a duck. No, Aunt Bethy, that's a goose, not a duck.
Oh,
Hi,
that's
Dan.
us. Hi. We're motoring.
Getting some of those birdies.
Ah, it's great. Hi, everybody. We're
Hi.
motoring. Got some hot seat on the boat. I know Beth's going to shine this around a little bit. We're very, very, very low idle. We're at break-in period of the motor, so we can't move fast at all. But I got to tell you something. This boat does not need 5 horses in a calm pond. We'd be going crazy if we were trying to do fast here. This boat is moving just fine on idle speed. It's pretty wild.
I'm going back to the pretty stuff. There we go. Fall in Maryland.
This is only part of the refit we did in Maryland. I'm sitting here on my boat tonight. It's end of February. I'm in Puerto Rico. Everything worked out for the best, and I'm sure most of you know that. But we just wanted to show all the refits and everything. So this is kind of a part one. We're going to show some projects that Beth did, and the mast project and the rigging project and the chain play project and all that stuff in another video later, because who wants to sit here and look at this for 45 minutes? Nobody, not even me. So there you go.